When a fish struggles on the end of a spear, it bleeds into the water and its struggles send out pressure waves. All of this can draw in sharks. Most of them, such as this scalloped hammerhead, are frightened by a human in the water and turn away. But big bull sharks keep on coming. This spear fisherman is sensible. He's kept his catch on a long line, and if he doesn't care about losing it, doesn't try to jerk it away, he'll be all right. As he rises, he's careful to leave the fish dangling right in the same place. There, the bull shark is fearless. The fish is torn right off the hook. Back to the boat without a catch, but in one piece at least. With their awe-inspiring weaponry, bull sharks can afford to be fearless.
What a fantastic collection. How long have you been collecting these?
Been collecting these for over 30 years now.
Wow, and the jaws of a tiger shark.
Yes, this is a jaw from a 15-foot tiger shark.
And that, I've read in books they've got teeth like the cones of a cockerel. Never understood why, but you can see this is a bizarre shape, isn't it?
These teeth, you'll notice, are much thicker than normal sharks. That allows them to bite through the shells of sea turtles without breaking their teeth off.
Wow. Can I go and see the bull shark and great
Sure.
white now? This is what I came here for, to compare the jaws of the great white shark with the jaws of a bull shark. And the teeth here, perfect triangles in a great white shark. These serrated edges make them ideal for slicing through mammalian flesh. And if you look at the bull shark, they're smaller teeth, but the structure is virtually identical. These are the jaws of an 11-foot bull shark. They don't get much bigger than this. And this creature would be a very dangerous animal indeed. Look at the back of the jaws there. You can see all sharks, they've got replacement teeth. The teeth don't grow in sockets in the jaws, they go directly from the gums, and the gums are always moving them forward. So if these front teeth are blunted or damaged, there's always an understudy ready to take their place. But these flashing teeth are backed up by really powerful jaws. But why do so many people come into close contact with the jaws of bull sharks?
Where they hunt is one reason why people can come into contact with bull shark jaws.
So they've got a reputation for ferocity, but that's quite often because they're in shallow water and they can't escape.
Exactly, and you see now from the rocks from bottom, a lot of the noise is bouncing back. So I don't want to say they're confused, but you know, a lot of stuff is going on, so they're very, very alert.
So close to shore, bull sharks can feel hemmed in. Us humans are most likely to swim and play in the world's warm, shallow waters, where bull sharks like to cruise and hunt. The shark comes into the shallows, not expecting a forest of human legs. The predator is here for rays, a favourite food. The shark can feel it's been cornered, maybe, and that the swimmers are somehow competing for its prey. This time it's a ray, but in these circumstances, people can get attacked. This is Durban Harbour, the busiest port in South Africa, and for young fisherman Imran Sheikh, the scene of a nightmare attack. He managed to get in the way of a feeding bull shark.
Hello, Imran. No fish yet?
No.
Imran, it was a night that changed your life. I mean, where did the attack happen?
Right there at the green buoy, just before the channel. As I was walking to cast my bait, I heard a splash behind me.
It was really murky water. The shark was going for fish and it collided with you. It was a real fight. I mean, you were hitting it with the rod. It took you 3 times, didn't it?
Yeah, I had to kick myself out of it.
These are Imran's X-rays. The shark didn't bite through the bone, as we can see that the bone is intact. He had tendon injuries, his blood vessels were torn, and he had soft tissue defects as well. We discovered that his foot was not viable, and we had to amputate. We found these tooth fragments within the wound. They were later taken for analysis.
The pieces of broken teeth proved that a bull shark was the culprit.
Right.
Thanks, Imran.
A final solution to such incidents has been a local ambition in Durban since 1952, when half a mile of netting was installed offshore. The idea was simple: to catch sharks before they could reach the beaches. And the nets do catch plenty of sharks, but the barrier isn't continuous, and a third of the sharks are caught in the side of the net facing the shore. That's after they've been to the beaches. Live sharks are tagged and released. Dead ones, including this bull shark, which in South Africa they call a Zambezi, have become the basis of a long-running scientific study.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty smelly. But this is a tiger shark, of course, but any shark that's caught in the shark net, you investigate the stomach contents.
The idea being to get an understanding of the role that they play in the marine ecosystem as a predator.
And, I mean, this is the stomach of a Zambezi here. What's oh, that's delightful, isn't it? What's in here?
Well, it looks like some vertebrae, possibly from a marine mammal. I suspect it could be a dolphin.
You find a lot of fish inside the stomachs of Zambezis and smaller sharks as well.
Yes, it's mainly fish, and elasmobranchs being sharks, particularly small sharks, and then rays.
What's in this bottle here?
Well, yeah, this certainly is one of the more unusual ones. This appears to be a domestic cat.
You can see the paw there.
Yes.
And this was found in the stomach of a Zambezi as well?
Yes, small little antelope. Again, probably drowned, swept into the river.
Have you found human remains in a Zambezi stomach?
Yes, unfortunately we have on the odd occasion. The most memorable incident was the discovery of 2 human feet that had been bitten off very neatly at the ankle. We suspect from the nature of the bite that the shark had probably come across a victim of drowning, and it literally neatly removed the 2 feet from the ankle.
So the shark was just scavenging on the corpse?
Yes, I think that's one of the reasons why they're attracted inshore, particularly when rivers come down and flood, because they never quite know what they're going to encounter.
And they can be a danger to us because they actually go in murky water, they go upriver.
Yes, but the Zambezi is the only large, potentially dangerous shark that one would come across in rivers.
That's right, sharks in rivers. Bull sharks.
Here in Brisbane, Australia's 3rd largest city, they've always seen big sharks in the river. They've been seen from the bridges. And people think it's an ocean-going shark that's taken the wrong turn, or maybe a shark that's covered in parasites that's come into fresh water to kill them. But the true story about the bull sharks of Brisbane River is being studied for the first time by Richard Pillans from the University of Queensland.
It's only light line we're using, so it's pretty pretty gentle with it.
We've got a bull shark on the line, and there's a water skier just gone over, I don't know, just 50 feet away. How far are we from the sea?
About 50 miles.
That's beautiful, isn't it? So I put the bed down for him. Well done, Rach. The life raft's as a bed so he doesn't get injured. Wow, look at those teeth in there as well. And that could do you a lot of damage, of course.
Certainly would.
If you include the ones in reserve, a bull shark can have a mouthful of over 100 teeth.
This one would be between probably 4 and 6 months old. So they're born at a fairly large size. This one here's a little male, 110 centimetres.
So that's about 4 feet or so. And they can get double that size. So in this river they can get to be 8 feet long. And there's only been one attack in the Brisbane River.
One fatal attack, which is 80 years ago.
I bet those little children don't know there's 8-foot bull sharks swimming
Probably don't want
beneath
to know
them.
either.
This has to be one of the reasons why the bull shark is the world's deadliest. It goes where no other large sharks can, into fresh water. And not just in Australia. Bull sharks are regularly found way up rivers from Southeast Asia to Africa to the Americas. The main reason bulls are the deadliest sharks is that they're found in warm waters everywhere, even far up the Amazon. Exactly the same kind of shark can attack people along North American beaches too. But in freshwater or the sea, what stimulates a bull shark? What actually brings it to the brink of an attack?
But we've got these black gloves on.
Yeah.
White hands can actually initiate a bite. Because if they see white, that's like a fish wound, is that right?
Exactly. Very often you see fishes with wounds or just, you know, they have some fungus on them, whatever, like something white. It moves around, and this is where the sharks go after.
So waving white hands in the water, you can get a bite.
Exactly. It's not a good thing to do.
So what are good things to do? Could attacks be avoided if we understood better about a shark's view of the world? About a shark's senses? To find out more about what a bull shark reacts to, I've come to a place where the sharks already live in what could be called laboratory conditions. The Oklahoma Aquarium. Home, incidentally, to the world's biggest captive bull shark. She's over 8 feet long and weighs 350 pounds. To get some ideas of why sometimes shark senses lead them to attack us, I'm going to do a few tests with these bull sharks. I've got all this gubbins here. There's a machine that produces electricity under the water. I've got a syringe full of a delightful odour. And I've even got shark signboards. When we get in there, the sharks are going to get very excited. Nothing should go wrong, but in case it does, I've got a bodyguard with a pistol, and if a shark attacks, that will fire a high-pressure jet into the face of the attacking sharks. Are you ready, Kenny?
Sure.
So here I am with all my scientific paraphernalia in the aquarium, and so far the sharks are ignoring us. They must be used to seeing people underneath them. They know we're in the water though. Their senses are too good to miss that. The question is, how can we confuse those senses enough to make them bite a person? The light's just too good to baffle them with visual cues. Sharks have pretty good eyesight. Scientists have demonstrated that. In fact, in some aquariums, shapes and colours have been used to train